Let's see how many.
Hi, hello everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for joining our AMA today. Actually, it is my first time. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sita, the World of Cryptoids Marketing. And today we are going to have our game director, Matthew, which is very familiar with all of you. And also our economist, Timo, is also here to answer of your questions about the tokenomic or the token price. So to begin with, actually we could invite Mafeda, our game director Matthew, to introduce some new updates for me first, and then we could go through the marketing things and then the economic things. So maybe we can have Matthew to start with first, and then to share more about the new changes with all of you.
Hey guys, good morning here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, good. That's great. Thank you for coming for the AMA sections today. Yeah, absolutely. We have made a lot of changes for the last patch 3.0.1. It's mainly about the most disgusting point people is discussing is about the ticket things and the energy things, right? So what I can say is for the changes right now, actually we would like to create a more supply and demand environment through this new ecosystem. We totally understand that although some people might the behavior maybe changes since our last update, because when you just joining World of Cryptoids, and then you can infinitely generate a very high supply, and then we suddenly now you find out that it is also in demand that the mechanics that need you to have a demand that to burn some CGC. So we understand that the behavior might be have a little bit suddenly changed, but in our backend data, we can see that overall it is good changes in terms of the overall economy, and then some of you might see maybe for the on tokens perspective, and then we think that now it is a good it is in a good balance to we think that it's more it is more about a sustainable economy. So and then the let me see and then some of you might know that like user 395 it generates some break-even table and then accumulate table, something like that. I think that you might see some hidden hints inside the breeding cost versus the earnings, and then versus the review cost. You can see that we are rewarding some long-term players and then long-term investors, and then but yeah, it is not so super friendly to the short-term players that who just want quick money or something like that. So it is also an environment of World of Cryptoids that we want to create for the most valuable long-term investor. That imagine what if for when Sita do her marketing things, and then when Timo keep working on the economies, that when World of Cryptoids is surrounded by most of our players or investors is long-term players and long-term investors, rather than short-term, and then we think that it will be a more good environment for all of us to have a more sustainable game. And then all you may know is it is all about supply and demand. When we infinitely generate high supply, and then do our audience or do our players or users, do they really have that demand? So I think that it is a question that some of our players might notice. So the new breeding cost versus earnings might be a little bit tight, but we think that actually, if you might look in breed 5, breed 4, not even breed 3 before, it is already generated. Do you think that it is a way good enough, which covering the breeding cost as well? So for designing the game, we really suggest that don't refill your tickets. Don't refill your tickets when you just have a breed 0 and breed 1. Breed as much as you can is always better. in terms of earnings or in terms of investment. But I think the one blind spot right now is um, we are too focusing, or we are just focusing the arena or the Avengers that sounds like that it is the only way to generate or generate the supply of the CGC, or because in our design of the new patch, we don't see arena. The daily farming is the only earnings of the whole world of cryptoids. We want to, through this mechanics, to activate all the gameplay or different features in our games, like the staking, right? The staking, it is you can the staking is very simple, right? What you see is what you get. You stake something, and then you have very profitable rewards. And then some of a good investor already point out this, and then they have already stick some CGC or CAC inside. So staking is one of your way to earn as well. And then for our ultimate challenge, actually the participant rate is quite low a bit. But if you are really enjoying the game, and then you have some skills on the game, we think that challenge is also one of the way that actually you can make money. So and then what we have planned is World of Crypto is a multiple gameplay with different features as in a combination for you to earn, but not just a single gameplay that you can just simply farm and then make fortune. So we really want our games to full of players and investors. The one that really want to play the game as well as they will have some fortune, right? But not someone not enjoying the game, just want to click to play. So it is our vision. So that's why you can see that we act very fast. We really want to hope to make the games more enjoyable, and then also we rewarding the best players and then the best investors to earn more. So yeah, and then coming forward, we will have more gameplay like mini games, like forensics suggests before. We will have a section about mini games, and then we will have kingdom. We are designing the kingdom as well. But I can tell you that no matter in mini games or the kingdom, it is also not it should be not a farming base. It means that you come and play and enjoy the game, and then you will get some earning, right? But it is not a farm. So we hope that the people really enjoy the games and have and earn something. That's what we think that World of Crypto is, and then we hope that we can create some new way for in the blockchain games. Lastly, we understand that someone might say, oh, this is not GameFi, or there is some games outside that give you free games that earn more. But we totally understand that, but we really want to create a sustainable way. And then I think that no matter what game it is in the whole GameFi industry, we also facing the same problem, the downhill things, right? And then we hope that everyone is trying to figure a new way out, and then we are all looking into what is really sustainable, really enjoyable, and then as well as really profitable, right? So we are figuring it out, and then we are trying. So yeah, that's my sharing for the new pet things. Maybe Ms. Sita, Timo or Sita, do you have any things to say about that?
Yeah, maybe I speak out first because it is my first time to really speak to all of you, and because I'm not very used to talking in front of the public. So actually, I understand many of you are very concerned about our marketing campaigns. Like, why don't we start earlier, or then we could have more newcomers to support, and so we may have a better token price. Maybe we hope, but actually, I hope to explain more here to all the users and about a real growth strategy. Because actually, the big marketing campaign is not the only key point, and there are actually four very important. Hello, sorry. Please wait a moment. Hello? Yeah. And actually, there are very key four pillars for the growth strategy, which is the market development, the market penetration, and also the diversification, and also the product development. So maybe many of you is focusing on the market development or market penetration, but actually the development, the product development, and also diversification is also very important. So for the past, we may have some very good moments. So, like early March, and many of you has voiced out that we should have some marketing campaign at the time. But actually, we have shifted to a less competitive situation around mid March. So we stopped our original plan, and we hope to really fine tune our tokenomic or gameplay model first to protect the people here for a more sustainable economy and sustainable income first. So if not, actually, even a very mega campaign cannot help us much. We'll break down even more faster. So, but we understand that there are quite a lot of changes these days, which has also aroused many concerns and voices here. We understand that we are not doing our best, but we hope we could work it out with all of you here to work with the community, and we respect the community too. So we hope to have more AMA here, to build more community activities here, and to listen to you more. And actually, we will take your advice, and we would adjust our gameplay or also our communication plan and also the marketing campaigns too to fit your needs. So actually, we believe in the power of the community, and we hope to build a very strong bonding here. So we would have our regular AMA bi-weekly, and or maybe if you guys got some problems or you hope to raise out to have a AMA at the week, and you could raise it out and we could arrange it. So because we hope to let all of you know that the community is the most important for us. So maybe for the future marketing campaign after Matthew has already fine-tuned the gameplay and also the product development is we would have a bigger marketing campaign for the launch of Kingdom to attract more newcomers. That is about the collaboration, partnerships, KOL campaigns, and also some paid ad. So yeah, we will have more marketing things happening in the future. So please stay tuned for it. And if you got any questions or if you have any concerns about the communication here or about the brand here, you could DM me or you could tag me, and we are open for discussion. Yeah, this is my sharing. And maybe we could, if you got any questions or maybe if Timo got any things to share, feel free to share here, and or maybe you can raise all your hands to ask questions too.
Well, thank you, Zeta, and thank you, Matthew. One of the questions that the community brought up was about land. Is there a possibility that the early investors that are here today and the community members that are here active today, will they be able to get a special whitelist price for the land sales that are coming out for the kingdom? Would that be a possibility?
Yes, we
Hello.
are still this. Yeah.
Sorry. Sita, you first.
No, you first.
Okay. Yeah. We think yes, absolutely. As we said, we are rewarding our long-term supporter, investor, and players, and then of course the people right here on this floor is definitely our most valuable users right here. So like a special whitelist or even only a private sales for you guys, it is absolutely possible. And then it is what we wish to do as well.
Do you mind sharing, if it's okay, any idea on how the land is going to work? How many parcels of land sales there are?
Yeah, actually, we are still on the still developing the land things right now. Actually, we are still keep revising the whole idea of the kingdom, because to us the kingdom, it is the missing puzzle of our whole economy, right? For example, that it is a little bit tension about the earnings or economy right now. We hope that we could develop that way that kingdom is the missing puzzle that gives you enjoyable gameplay and then possible of earnings, right? So we are not finalized the land thing yet, but I can say that the land will be something like the land gameplay will be like it's definitely not a farming based land. It means that it will be not just simply like some games like we have a land and then we can just generate some materials to craft. We don't we hope that we won't do on that way. It's more about winning and challenging things. But the line owners will have some extra profits or extra benefits to lead the people to win in the lands rather than just farming, right? So this is what I can say for right now about the lands. It is a competitive game mode on the land play.
Awesome. I have another question regarding the tokenomics. Do we have any plans to be a cross-chain token, to put CAC onto other chains?
Yeah, just cover a bit about that. Yeah, it's definitely in the roadmap. Further down the road, we're probably looking at doing it on Polygon or Solana. So depending on whether volume picks up on CAC, we'll probably do it for both tokens at some point in the future. But that's probably going to come after the kingdom is out.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, a little bit about that. If you guys have any other questions about the tokenomics and stuff like that, just feel free to put it in the chat. But yeah, for now, the most of our resources is in developing the kingdom. So we're not spending as much time on any of the cross chain or token as much, but rather on developing the gameplay right now.
Regarding, this is not necessarily a tokenomics question, but I feel it can be the best to help our tokenomics, is the ultimate challenge. What can we do to encourage players to play ultimate challenge? Because I feel if we had 10,000 daily players playing ultimate challenge, we would be extremely successful with our tokenomics and the price action of CGC.
Yeah, I think so. Personally, I like the Ultimate Challenge a lot as well. I think that what we are missing right now is the real players, right? The people that are really willing to spend their CGC and have challenge other players. So we think that we need to do is to have some new players. So when we do the new marketing things like this, what Cedar said, and then we bring in the people, they are not just only invest, but they also enjoy to play the games, have some challenging things, and then which is also our main target audience right now. And then at that moment, we will have definitely more players to pay a chance as well. So yeah, as like you mentioned that Ultimate Challenge is one of our key gameplay that to activate our whole I don't know, economy or earning things, right? Once the people start playing about that, they can feel how fruitful it is. No matter when you win the prize or you have a chance to win the lucky prize. The only problem is right now that is um, the players or the people right now is not so um, identified that it is also earning opportunities as well as a very enjoyable gameplay.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Does anybody want to raise their hand and have any questions? Now is the time to speak. If not, I'm going to look into the chat, see if I can find some questions.
Hey, user 395 here. I just want to say thank you guys for developing this game. It is fun, and I also completely support you guys on the marketing decision, putting that off. I completely agree that we should wait for the tokenomics and the economics of the game to settle before mass marketing, and I'm more than happy to help out in any way I can. I do have a question. I was wondering if you guys are going to reintroduce the dashboard with all the data feeds. The recently sold Cryptoids, the recently rented, and I was wondering if you guys were planning on adding the CGC that is burned for mutations and also other sources besides breeding where CGC is burned. As you guys probably know, I like tracking that information and data and providing that. So I was just wondering if you guys were going to implement something like that in the future again.
Yeah, for the dashboard or the data of mutations, because yeah, we update very fast, and then yeah, we don't have previously we don't have time to show the data about. So we are keep working on this, no matter front end and back end things. And for the dashboard thing, we are not intend to hide the information for lack of for less transparency, but um, we just simply case study some another games, and then we just simply think that and that move will make the markets more active. So I think we will observe how with the dashboard or without the dashboard, which one is make hold market or hold activities to do better, right? So, but the mutation, the CGC burn for mutation, that we think that it is definitely a good information and data to show that how success of the burning mechanics have been done. But definitely, I can tell you that mutation is quite good to help us to burn the CGC and for our whole economy. And then and the most important, the mutation is fun. I personally enjoy mutation very much as well. I keep mutating my Cryptoids many times. So yeah, thanks for that. We will look into it. Yeah.
Another follow-up question for that. I was wondering, what are your plans to implement future genes and parts like down the road? You know, if new cards come out, will there be a way to equip a new gene or part for like a current cryptoid, or how do you guys plan on implementing those genes into the gene pool?
Yeah. Originally we have planned that two more variety of genes and cards in our roadmap. Like we will announcing epics and then the legendary cards as well. Already on the we are already designing the design or the function of those cards. But it's just you know, we interrupt with a lot of new features. So that one the new features of the cards will coming soon. And then for like something like do we have a possibilities to manually change the cards. For example, like we have a lucky draw pool or another NFT pool to you can insert different cards to better customize your cryptoids, or even like some of the other games we have some extra runes or function or parts that we can equip on my cryptoids, no matter skins or weapons, something like that. Yeah, we are definitely looking into it, and then it is also considering in Kingdom, but of course, nothing guaranteed right now. We are still thinking that because the most important thing is our core game design is about um, uh, building your cryptos, right? Make it stronger and then more competitive, and then so definitely genes, parts, cards, everything is uh, everything is under our considerations.
Um, how do you guys feel the miss update or from the last update? How do you guys feel the miss is now? Do you guys feel that it is at a comfortable spot?
Yeah, to me, yes. To me, yes. Um, we think that um, firstly, we originally we don't just simply we don't want to just simply take out mist. We want mist become one of reasonable features in our games, and then but of course we don't want a mist to be so annoying. So we keep fine tuning it, and then sounds like from the community reactions, like sounds like it is now everyone feel comfortable about it as well. To me, yeah, it is. It is. Sometimes I miss as well. Uh, but I think it is acceptable right now.
Um, some uh, people in various chat rooms were mentioning that they would like to see some sort of scholarship tab opened up, maybe a pay to use the scholarship tab in CGC, and a limit to how many scholars can be in there. But is there any chance of that scholarship program being implemented again in any future updates?
Um, Scholarship. I think that we really wanna encourage everyone, even investors, no matter long-term investor or short-term investor. Uh, we really wanna encourage you guys to rank. We don't have plan that to reopen the scholarship things right now. But what what I can tell you is that uh, we think that it will be a more healthier move. It
I
will be a more yeah
I completely agree. At
yeah
first, my thoughts were I wasn't happy with it, but looking long term, I believe it's more sustainable. Um, I just feel some investors would like an easier way to rent out their cryptoids. So would it be
mm,
possible to have a scholar or a manager tab so we can lock our cryptoids and then have someone else manage the renting and the ticket refilling?
um oh yeah, I understand what you mean, like a third party to handling all the rental things for you. Yeah,
Yes.
understood. Yeah, yeah, maybe we can look into it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, since we're talking about the rental, now the calculations that I have been providing, I would just like to know, in your opinion, are they accurate? And if so, I'm currently calculating that it is only profitable to rent out breed count 6 and 7 cryptoids, and that is assuming an 80% win rate. at the highest PvP tier. So I just, in my opinion, I do not think that would be a sustainable model if you wanted large investors. I am currently running. I have 2 teams of 7 breed count each, so I have 6, 7 breed count cryptoids, and I'm running a manual scholarship for those, and it's working out well because the scholar and I have a relationship, so we both trust each other, and he also trusts me to pay him. But right now, I know a lot of people are doing that as well, and the scholars are at risk for the owners not paying them. So I was just I would like to see again the scholarship program re-implemented, but and also in conjunction with the rental. But do you also have plans to adjust the I guess the economics of the rental system? Because from my point of view, unless you are going to spend a lot of money up front, it will not be profitable to rent out your cryptoids for a long term. And I'm currently calculating again at an 80% win rate that a scholar with a 10%, a scholar receiving 10% and the owner receiving 90%, it would a payback period of around 180 days. So, I mean, again, I know you guys are changing everything, are constantly updating, and I really do appreciate everything that you guys are doing. You guys are working hard, and I hope I've never come across that I'm not appreciative of everything you guys are doing, because I really am. But I'm concerned about this structure currently.
Yeah. First, shortly, we don't have plan yet to recalculate the cost yet, but because we think that we will look into the data more observations, because the implementation time is too short, right? We just only have I don't know, 7 days, a week of data, and then basically we see that the effect is positive. So about the win rate, actually, many people concerned, oh, my scholar don't have enough win rate. They just only win 50%. But from our data, the backend data, it is not true. Actually, I can tell you that over 96% of the populations that people played Arena, they won more than 70%. Over 84% of people that they have 80% win rate. So it means that with the current gameplay in Arena, actually people is better than we think. They win more because and of course some may the reason is because they are playing with boots, that we are lack of players right now, but it's still it is still not that horrible that they just only win 50% of the games, and then they will keep losing money. It's that's not true. So and then one of the interesting thing is like the conversation we have now is like for the current situation or the old scholarship model, you will have to calculate and worry about how my scholars earn and then how my profit. But the rental system is designed to help you to get rid of those concerns, right? If you, for example, like it's very simple. Like for example, I have 7 breed cryptoids. I have a strong cryptoids, and then I think that it could help you to burn like 900 or 1,000 CGC for a day. So I should just carefree that I just rank those cryptoids, and then without concerning the guys who rank this cryptoids, do he really win that much? Because in our new design, in the new model, is everyone is playing that should be playing the effort to win as much as he can, right? Of course, the one who ranked your Cryptoids will have to suffer the risk that what if I rank your Cryptoids but I don't play, or how could I what if I ranked the Cryptoids but I lose all the matches, right? But it shouldn't be on your shoulder, right? You just simply give the price and then rank the price that you think is reasonable. So the design is helping you guys to get rid of some concern or some healthy workload right now. The design, ultimately we would like to create an environment like that is you have maybe 1 or 2 teams strong Cryptoids that keep you guys playing, and then maybe you can have, I don't know, 4 to 5 Cryptoids that you think is strong enough to rank out, and then most of your Cryptoids that you create or you breed that is burned or used in the kingdom gameplay. So rather than now some big investor you need to control more than 20 or 30 accounts, we totally moving to a new model right now. So that's what we want to make the atmosphere.
I think what the concern is as a large investor that someone has, say, 50 to 100 to 200 cryptoids, it's a lot of manual labor for that investor. So I think having the ability to have a third party manage that account would be really like great for the project, because it's a lot of work for us currently to be renting out each of these Zoids and then refilling them. It's a lot of manual labor currently.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, I think that might help, and we'll think about it. Just like the old trainers options, right? Though, yeah. So yeah, we'll look into it.
And also, I've been checking the rental pretty much daily since it came about, and I haven't seen actually anything rented at a break-even price. And so, and again, if my calculations are incorrect and I'm misunderstanding something, I would love for you to show me where my miscalculation is. But my point is, I don't necessarily know if it's sustainable. And in order to rent a Cryptoid at even just a break-even price, I don't know if a lot of the players would want to risk that much CGC with the chance not to earn it back.
Yeah, we think that it is about our target audience, right? What we are talking about is like if everyone is just calculating the profit and the investment things, right? It thinks that, oh, why I need to play this game if I just can get break even, right? But our vision or our target is not World of Cryptoids is not just attracting players or investors who just want to earn. We also really want to attract players that they want to pay. So it is a mix of different players. I think that most of the blockchain projects, they also have the same blind bond. Is everything is about profit, right? But we think that it is not what a game it should be, right? It is not just an financial or investment product, but as well as it is a game. So just like for you can imagine, right? Yeah, if in a profitable perspective, no one will rent your toy. But if traditional games or the players that they think World of Crypto is fun, So they will rent your toys because of enjoyable gameplay. But so if we mix of two types of target audience, then we think that it might be a way that help we sustain, right? Because all we are talking about supply and demand, right? If everyone have a good supply, and then who gave the demand, right? So we need a mixture of players right now. So that's why we made this move, and then after this move, this changes, we do our target audience. So when we do the marketing things, when then we find the right target audience, some players, some investor, and then it will change at that moment.
Well,
But of course, it's not the situation right now. But because we are full of yeah.
sorry. The issue that I'm seeing is we have some people renting out cryptoids for 99 CGC a day. Would it be
Yes.
possible to have a minimum lock so on the rental? So it's not possible to rent it out underneath a certain value.
We can think about it, but I don't know. We are not. I'm not quite sure right now. It is a good way to lock the minimum ranking price for the cryptoids. Yeah, but of course, it will prevent it, some people that ranks their toys underpriced. So
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
think about.
with all due respect, I mean, you guys did create a GameFi game, and that's one of the points. And if investor, or if the players aren't willing to pay enough for at least at minimum an investor or an owner to break even, then once these tickets run out of the current flock of toys, their investors are not going to have any incentive to breed more or refill the tickets. So, I mean, if there's not a sustainable way for investors, again, at minimum to break even, then there won't be any cryptoids for players to rent. Or all the cryptoids that will be to rent would have 0 tickets, and they would just be for the ultimate challenge, I guess, and there won't be any much activity in the PvP arena. I mean, does that make sense? I mean, am I missing something else? And I do completely understand about. I mean, it has to be fun, or no one would want to play. I mean, I completely get that, but I'm just concerned about the long term of the game. If again, if investors can't even break even on their cryptoids, because it wouldn't incentivize them to breed or refill their tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was just in agreement with what he was saying. Like I can understand what user 395 is saying.
Currently, when we look into the table for the breeding costs and then the earning per tickets, the design is tight right now, but it is not. It is just a break even if you have only breed 0 and breed 1, and then so it is also like a filter, right? We filter out players and investors that they just only want to keep breed 0 and 0 1 with it. We think that if the people is long term enough that to see the opportunities in at least breed 3, and then it is not just almost a break even, right? I can see that actually there's in the marketplace right now. I saw a guy that he ranked out the his cryptoids, his breed 7 cryptoids for 1,060 per day. I think that I think that he's quite smart to understand the mechanics of our rental system or breeding costs behind, because as what we said, yes, the design is not friendly when you are on a low breed count, because but if you look into the table, and then it is profitable. It's not just break even in the hybrid level. So the point is, yes, some people might leave or don't agree that, but what make our ecosystem sustain is what our original design is, like breed, play, earn, right? But the data show us that everyone just play and earn, don't breed. And so that's why you can see why we collapsed the economy once, when we had a lot of players at the beginnings, and then we have a very good token price. The truth, the fact is, when everyone is earning, no one want to breed. That's the truth. But in this model, yes, we filter out some people, but in the data we have, it show positive changes. I think that the ultimately is not about how many CGC you have. It should be the value of each CGC, right? You can see at the very beginning we have only 360 per day, but 360 means what, right? 360 means more than 3060 compared to today, right? So if we have a positive changes, although you can see, even though I tell you I just only give you one CGC, but one CGC maybe cost maybe value more than ever, right? So that's what we think. We hope to bring this model to you, right?
I mean, okay, I guess maybe, I'm definitely giving it time, and I'm definitely a long-term investor. I mean, like I said before, I do have 6, 7 breed count cryptoids because I wanted to test it out. I do have a lot of faith in the team because I do see it, like you guys are constantly updating and changing, listening to the community. So I respect you guys a lot. And so, but and I'm just kind of voicing my concerns from the data that I have. And so, and again, maybe I don't have data. I obviously don't have the same data you have. So I guess maybe I'm just not seeing something there. But that's, I try to track certain things like, the burn or the CGC for breeding and all that daily. And now I'm able to compare it against the claims again, since, we're claiming more consistently now. So it's kind of interesting to see. And yep, I do see the one person renting out their 7 breed cryptoids. So for that one day. Yep. So I guess we'll time will tell. But
To piggyback
I would.
off what you're saying there, user 395, would it be possible for the team to create a tab to display this daily information? So, like, we see, like the daily, like what the user 935 is providing. Would it be possible for the World of Cryptoids to have that tab just on the site, so we can see exactly what's going on with the breeding, the claiming, and the number of the true number of daily players? Would that be a possibility? And like, yeah, you guys are doing great because we see you guys are listening and you're
Yeah.
actively updating all the time. Like, we respect that completely. It just, I think more transparency so other people can see that when they log on the site would be a good idea as well.
Yeah, of course, definitely. We think that yeah, it's good. Let me look into it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, but I think don't worry. We think we totally understand your concern, and then all we're talking about is about the sustainable, that I think that I want it, and then also you guys want it as well. So we will keep monitoring the data and then the behavior of our users, and then we will tell if it is good to implement those changes, or if it is good to keep the current prices from the data. So of course we won't say that we will never change it. We will see from data. So don't worry. And as what we said that it is not the complete world of Cryptoids right now. Arena and Adventure is not the only earning method of our design. And then yeah, please stay tuned our kingdom. We hope to bring you guys some tutorial news.
Thank you, and I do, I will. Thank you, and again, thank you guys for all the hard work you've been doing for the game, and all the listening to us and our feedback and everything that way. And if there's anything like you want from us, just please let us know, and I'll try to help any way I can.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Is there any other questions? Guys, just feel free to unmute yourself and just speak up. Well, we've been on for almost an hour now, so I think it's time to wrap it up if there's not any more questions. Does anybody have anything to add?
Yeah, no, not for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's enough for tonight. I appreciate the team coming here and speaking and giving us a little bit more transparency. This was recorded. Hey, nobody, I like your picture. Hey, do you have anything to add? Because before we go, or I see you're unmuted. No? Okay. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming here, and thanks. Stay tuned for more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.